It's been almost 3 years since I've been on testosterone, which is why I sound like Drake on auto-tune. You can laugh at that shit. There are some perks and pains to passing. Some of the perks are that I'm happier now. I'm stronger now, physically stronger, and people listen to me more. Some of the pains are men are unkind to one another. That's about it. So I always tell folks, I'm like, I always feel like I have to do my PSA because I came up social justice and mentored by people in the Revolutionary Communist Party, and I always kind of take my comedy to these odd places called mainstream comedy places. Anyway, and so I'm always like, I feel like I have to do my PSA, so I tell people, I'm like, if you know a trans person, or you're about to know a trans person, please do not ask them about their genitalia. Trans people are beautiful, magical human beings. Do not reduce us to the junk underneath our clothing. And having said that, I know what some of y'all might still be thinking. Well, does Dilo have a penis or not? I have to know, because otherwise I'm going to be staring at his crotch for the next 10 minutes. And no, I do not have a penis. I have 3. One I'm wearing right now. The other 2 are inside of me. I'm having a fun time right now. One of the things that I hate, I have to get, it's time to take this off. One of the things that I hate, like y'all don't know, like the bathroom is the worst thing for me. And it's because I stopped using the men's bathroom a long time ago. Stopped using the women's bathroom a long time ago. Like long time ago, before I was even calling myself trans, before I was passing, like all of that, just because I always had anxiety going into the women's bathroom, people screaming at me. And I get it, but at the same time, like, people who use the women's bathroom, y'all don't know how much privilege you got. You know what I'm saying? So much privilege, because like the women's bathroom is so clean. And it's silent. It's silent, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just silent. Like, nobody's taking a shit in the women's bathroom, because people who use the women's bathroom are usually like, oh, I don't want to take a shit in public. I just want to do my pee-pee. You know what I'm saying? And like, they're just like, oh, I'm not going to eat that horrendous food right there because I don't want to have to take a shit in public. But like, people who use the men's bathroom, they're like, give me what I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? And then like, when you're sitting in the stall with both sides, it's like an orchestral cacophony of sounds and smells. It doesn't matter. It's not just like a simple blah blah. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Don't lie, because some of y'all are the ones who are doing it. And so one time I was in New York, that was when I was living there, and I was at the Barnes and Noble in Union Square, and if you know New York, you know that everybody in all of New York uses the bathroom at the Barnes and Noble. So I was looking at books, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, oh shit, I have to take a shit. It's like that urgent shit, like it just, and you're like, oh no, I have to go, and I ran up the stairs, you know what I'm saying? And I get to the men's bathroom, and there's 2 stalls. One is out of order, of course, and the one that's working is being used. So I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, I got this. And I'm like, my asshole was like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, but my stomach was like, and I was like, oh my goodness. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, just tight like that. And I was like, and then at some point it was like, I think we have to let go. And I was like, no! And then right then the door opened and it was like, oh shit. And he like leaves, and then I look at the motherfucking toilet. And there was a shit streak on the toilet seat. And I'm like, what the hell happened here? I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna take a shit. So I'm just gonna grab the toilet paper and let it rain. I'm just gonna let it rain all over. And so I can sit, and then I reach for the toilet paper, and there's a shit streak on the motherfucking and I was like, what the fuck happened here? Did this guy have a vendetta against toilet paper? Like, you just hate toilet paper so much that you're like, after you do your caca, you're like, oh, okay, you know what, no toilet paper for me, I just wipe my ass on the toilet seat, and then just for good measure, I just wipe my, and it wasn't a small roll, it was like the big roll, the whole fucking thing had a string on it. And I know what y'all are thinking, y'all are like, Dilo, did you shit your pants? Did you shit your pants, Dilo? And I just want everybody to hear me on this because I believe that as an adult, we should be allowed to shit our pants one time and get a get out of jail free card. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? Like, we should just be able to do that and like nobody, you know? And, but I just want y'all to know that no, I actually did not shit my pants. And that's because my own shit got so fucking scared it went right up in my asshole. Oh no, I'm not getting that shit's scary. I grew up in Lancaster. I know it's a great segue, isn't it? Okay, I'll give you a bit better segue. When I was little, I thought that because I was brown, I did brown caca. So that meant like white people did white caca. And I was in kindergarten, and this little girl left the bathroom, and I went in, and I was like, hey, did you do that? And she's like, little boys aren't supposed to be in the girls' bathroom. I looked like a dude even when I was little. And I was like, whatever, you didn't flush. Is that a good segue? Jeez. Fucking taking requests up here and shit. So I grew up in Lancaster, California. And all my people who are children or who are immigrants, raise your hands, make some noise. We make this thing called America. You know what I'm saying? And so immigrants, we like to do this thing where we like to recreate what it was like on the motherland, but here in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? My parents had a sustainable garden before it was chic. My father's like, you are not going to waste water in this house, huh? You're going to take a bucket bath, no shower. And so like, we'd have to fill this bucket. This is how I took my baths growing up. Like, from the shower, I'm putting it in the bucket and scooping it up. You know what I'm saying? I took my first shower last week. It was pretty cool. I see why you all waste water. But I liked it. And then my father's like, listen, you know you're wasting electricity. If you want to get something at night from the fridge, and you on the light, go to the fridge, get what you want, leave, off the light, go. In fact, no, don't even do that. The fridge has its own bloody light. You just go there in the dark, get what you want and go. Because, you know, going green is just a fancier way of saying being immigrant. And going green, y'all, like that's white people co-opting shit, right? Like, who's green? It should be called going brown. So I came out to my parents. I don't even know how much time I have. Somebody tell me. 2 more minutes? Okay, what should I leave you off with? I have so much to tell. Okay, well, you know what? These are just silly. I have more political stuff, but what the fuck? Okay, so you know, like when the band is playing, you know, like you go to a concert and there's like a really good LA band, you know what I'm saying? And then they're like, hey, everybody come up to the stage, This is a dancing band. We want to feel y'all's energy. You know what I'm saying? And like the people of color are at the bar because they're only on their second drink. And then they're like, come on, we mean it. We need to feel y'all's energy. And then that one white girl with the long flowy skirt and the dreadlocks goes up there and starts. And you're like, shit, it happened again. And everybody's scared to go to the dance floor because she'll do her Wiccan Burning Man dance around you, wrap you in her vortex of patchouli and Egyptian musk. I started to date when I was, well, we didn't have all these online dating things, so back in the day, I'm old, so I went to Craigslist. And in Craigslist, there's there was no trans section, so at that time there was like women for women. So I went there, and they would say the post, and then they would say like the picture, the pic. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna see who I'm talking to. So I click it, and I'm like, bang, vagina shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? If I go out on a blind date, I have to print out the motherfucking picture and be going to people and be like, excuse me, is this your? No. No. I'll ask her because the hair matches, right? Okay, I love y'all. Thank you so much for having me. Good luck to your host.